Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Hail to all. We do not need. Hail to all. Hail to all. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Remember, when you go woke, you go broke. Hail to the Fandom Menace. Hail to the Fandom Menace. Well, we're going to get to the little Wayback Machine. We're going to go back to 26 December 2017 at 2:56 p.m. This article was updated. So, there's a great disturbance in Star Wars fandom right now, despite the latest films, The Last Jedi, bringing in an absolute boatload of cash, and an opening weekend placing it second only to The Force Awakens and the best opening weekend of all time. Stakes, and being a smash hit with critics. Yeah, let's go over here. Oh, look at that! Audience score 44%. I would say the critics are definitely out of touch. Let's go down here and look. Let's look what this guy says. Star Wars is not Breaking Bad, and the same narrative tricks that worked for the latter feel jarringly out of place in the former. This guy's making a lot of sense. These people must represent the shills that work for Disney. It's much less vibrant than thus stands out the flaws of a script that wants to cross certain limits. This review was done in Spanish. Maybe that's why they missed this. They couldn't filter it out. Let's see what this one's excuse is. And this was by Salon. They are the farthest leaning left narrative of any kind of movie critic or any kind of news out there. I'm really surprised. This guy's job might be in danger because of this review. He voiced his opinion. Ranging among fans whether the film stacks up. We didn't think it did. The franchise's official Facebook page is filled with comments panning the film. The Star Wars subreddit is filled with backlash to backlash, and after the petitions have The Last Jedi struck from the official canon. Well, I would agree that it should be struck from official canon. Now, I'm not going to judge if you don't fall heads over heels with lightsaber in love with the latest of the Skywalker saga. What Skywalker? Luke was in it for a matter of just minutes? Less than an hour of showtime? Or less than that? From The Force Awakens to The Last Jedi? And then The Rise of Skywalker? Unless Luke is alive, Star Wars is dead. Straight up. Yeah. Folks want to read this article and rehash. I was just doing some comparing, and this is basically what I think. Yep. I was actually really surprised. See, this must be some way offset blog site. I've never heard of this particular site or seen this logo. I found it in a random search. All right, let's go over here. That there. I want you to do that. Alright. Let's see what the audience had to say about The Last Jedi. 2 stars. Not as great as the original trilogy. Script is very weak. They really should have stuck with a traditional hero's journey instead of pushing a bad narrative for subversion. Clap, clap, clap for you. And that was Sayadita? Wow, that broke my tongue, I think. Freddie H. Why was Luke killed so dumbly? I don't think dumbly is a word, but I think that's appropriate. Visually, pretty good. That's where the good stuff, the good ends. The story was bad, and politicizing of Star Wars is worse. The Holdo move is dumb, and worse is the treatment of Luke Skywalker. Don't see, it sucks. Well, I've seen it twice. I would have to agree with you. Let's see. Flawed scenario, approximated characters, some very annoying like Rose or Holdo. So, they had to bring politics into the movie and make up for their lack of creativity. This movie is a sequence of SJW cliches. It's not an entertainment. It's political lecture. Hashtag bring back George Lucas. Yeah, I think what we'll do here is go over here, copy that, and we'll give that a little share on Twitter. This is not Star Wars. Yeah, the first thing I said to my wife when we came out of it the second time, I said this would be a okay sci-fi flick if it wasn't Star Wars. This movie shits all over Star Wars, another casualty of our woke SJW cancer culture. Social justice warriors can only destroy, but never create. So, looking forward to see how JJ fixes this on the next movie as I sit here and painfully try to watch The Last Jedi. I honestly, he hates Rian Johnson. He hates Ruin the Man Baby Johnson after seeing this film. Yep. Yeah, he don't like him. He don't like Rian Johnson. The Last Jedi, in general, was micro-plotted to death. Two directors fighting for their own consistency, which ultimately brought this franchise to its knees. Uh-oh, we got a 3-star. Of course, folks, if you don't give a 3-star on here, it won't be counted toward the percentage. That's what I hear. The story is pretty good, but I think The Last Jedi was more comedic than the other films, and I'd rather not have it full of comedy and have 1 or 2 comedic reliefs. There was already a pattern set up for Star Wars by George Lucas. Plus, if you follow in the story making the 4 pillars of a hero and go from there, and just you put the Star Wars twist on it that George Lucas did when he created Star Wars. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much 1 page. That's 1 page, and they're all 1 stars. Well, there's 1 2-star, 2 half-stars, 3 half-stars, 3 stars, 1 star, 1 star. Yeah, a lot of half-stars and 2. Yeah. That's only 1 page. Hail to the Phantom Menace. A little quick video. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Remember, when you go woke, you go broke.
Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Say nerd fun. Nerd fun. Nerd fun. Say goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hail to